turned on that notification bell yet? Wide bars, aka letterbox. Kids today will never know the struggle. I'm using a mini D tabletop. Set this camera right here. I'm trying to fly you out to LA, yo. So right now I have 4 cameras rolling.
Now if you use this cheat code,
Yeah. What's good, y'all? Hey, yo, welcome back to the channel. Have you turned on that notification bell yet? If you haven't, turn on the notification bell now. Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I got the set up behind me. Let me show you what it's looking like. Alright, guys. So I figured today would be a good day to show you a shortcut on how you can add wide bars to your videos. Wide bars, aka letterbox. So what we have here on the table is a Sega Game Gear game on display. I'm using the Panasonic GH4 with the Kiron lens, the 70 to 210 millimeter lens. It's a vintage lens. We have a Garfield old school game on the table. I figured I'd take advantage and create some content for that other channel that I just made. If you subscribe to the channel, then you remember the vlog I did about the Sega Game Gear. Here are a few games that I have right here on the table. I'm using a mini D tabletop tripod to hold up the iPhone. I have 2 iPhones set up as B-roll cameras. I have one right here and then I have another one set up somewhere else. Now let's hit record on the other one. Perfect, we just hit record on the hidden joint. I have 2 LED lights set up. The LED lights are the Excelvin Phantom PT12s. And then I have another LED light on top of the camera. I actually liked how this Kiron lens looked on the Tech Deck video. The Kiron lens looked really rich and crisp. And then when I turned down the contrast, it blew me away. It looked really good. So I was satisfied with the image. So I figured it'd be a cool idea to try it on the Sega Game Gear games. So the camera that I'm using now, when I'm ready, I could just place it on this tripod and just start, rotating the games. Kids today will never know the struggle of what it was like to have to blow your game before you play it. Or to have to rent games from like Blockbuster and all that stuff. Because nowadays, everything is just electronic or like downloadable or shareable. And back in the day, you had to actually collect the cartridge. So there was some joy in actually collecting the cartridge and collecting the manuals and collecting the actual game itself, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's make this an official behind the scenes. So I'm going to take this phone and I'm going to set it up to camera video mode. And then we're just going to press capture. And as you can see, I'm starting to capture footage. Right now we actually have it rotating. You see it's rotating already. That's dope, that's set to go. Alright guys, so everything's looking good. My ISO is at 800. My shutter speed is at 50. The game cartridge is set up, it's centered. I'm liking how everything's looking. So I'm gonna press capture. Now I'm capturing the footage. Again, I probably need like a minute or less of each cartridge. So let me let this one spin. Show you guys what the game look like. There you go. Batman. Center that out and try to catch her while it's spinning, right? Kind of like a merry-go-round, trying to catch her while it's spinning. Alright, that appears to be good. This is still rolling. Everything else is still rolling. Now I'm capturing footage. Set this camera right here. Another nice view. Nice. So right now I have 4 cameras rolling. 10 grand for a video, yo. I'm trying to fly you out to LA, yo. Ah! I'm there, yo. Holla at me. Holla at your boy. Holla at me. Ah! I have camera A, which is actually capturing the video game. Then I have camera B, which is capturing a second angle of the video game. Then I have capture C, which is capturing the behind the scenes of the whole set. Then I actually have camera D, which is the original vlog camera, the camera that I'm vlogging off of. So right now I'm vlogging and doing 3 other cameras at the same time, a 4-camera set.
Alright, so boom. You have your timeline, right? You see, we got 3 little test clips right here to make our fake little mock timeline. What we're going to do is, as quick as possible, this is going to be the easiest, fastest way to do a letterbox or wide bar on your video. Now, you can always opt out for just adding the actual effect, the letterbox effect, but to each his own. You don't have to use this, but this is a shortcut, aka like a quick cheat code. Now, if you use this cheat code, feel free to donate a thumbs up to the channel, alright? You don't have to donate any money, but donate a thumbs up to the channel if you end up using this cheat code. You ready? So if you're in Final Cut Pro, the same rules should apply if you're using Adobe Premiere. But what you're going to do is you're going to get a generator, and you're going to get a black generator. You're going to get a custom black generator or slide. So as you can see right here, you see the one that I just added right there? If I stretch it out, you see how it's all black? See? Now if I click it and I press V to make it disappear, you see how you see the clip? Now when I press V again, you see how it disappears? Alright, that's good. I want to duplicate that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to hit Option, I'm going to click it, and I'm just going to pull up and duplicate that. So now I have 2 black slides that are the length of my total mock timeline. So right now, if you click the actual video, you're not going to see anything. And let me show you again. Let me hit V and V, and if I put both of those to sleep, you can actually see the clip. Now I press V again, I press V again. Now here's where the shortcut comes in. I'm going to double click the first slide, and I'm going to come over here to the right hand side. You're going to see where it says generator, video, info, etc. On video, I'm going to go down to crop. So we're going to go to the bottom, and I'm going to type 1920, 1920, and I'm going to hit enter. That's for the bottom. Now I'm going to go to the bottom slide, and I'm going to click that, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to the right hand side, I'm going to go to crop, and now I'm going to crop the top. The same thing, 1920, 1920. I'm going to press enter. Once I do that, you'll see that it gives me wide bars. Automatically, right off the bat, it gives me wide bars. What that's doing is, it's taking these generators, and rather than cropping out your actual video clip, it's cropping the black slide that you superimpose or that you lay over your timeline. So theoretically speaking, if you do a whole timeline, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes long, all you have to do is get 2 black generator slides, use this method, stretch it all the way through. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to render. Yeah, it'll actually make your export file size a little bit larger, but it's a lot faster than manually, pasting the letterbox effect on each clip, or copying and pasting the letterbox effect throughout the whole timeline. So again, guys, if I hit V, you see how it disappears? And the same thing with the bottom. If I put it to sleep, you see how it disappears? But if I press V again and I bring it back, it comes up. Now, you can change that however long, you see? However long or however short you would like it. If you want the small ones, you can get the small ones. If you want to try to do some like wide aspect stuff, you can do some wide aspect stuff like that, depending on your project. Check this out. See? So it all depends on the project that you're working on. But this is a really quick and useful way to put wide bars on your videos. Quick hint, if you're using this method for standard HD, high definition, 1080 by 1920 footage, the shortcut would be around 950. I find it that 950 works well. If you want to figure out which one works well for your aspect ratio, the easiest way to go about it is I'll click my actual clip. I'll go to the actual effects tab. When I go to the actual effects tab, I'm going to type letterbox. So I'm going to pull up a letterbox effect. So I have letterbox right here. As you can see, I'll take letterbox and I'll drop it right here. I'll drop it on one of the clips. Now I'll sleep both of these clips. I'll sleep both of the borders that I just created. And now I'll go to the clip that I just added the effect too. And you see where it says letterbox? It asks you what aspect ratio you want. You can set it up, you know, to 168, 17, 185, 235. 235 is the standard. That's pretty much what we would be using. 255, 3, you see? Or you can customize it with the method I showed you earlier. 235 is standard film. That's what you see in the theaters, or that's what you see in movies. So we're going to go for 235. Now, let's say if I wanted to figure out the exact aspect ratio and I wanted to figure out the numbers. Let's say if your numbers were different. I turn on one of these clips that I added, right? And then I'll come over here and I'll go to the generator and I'll change the color. So let's say I turn it to red, right? Meantime, and I'll go back to crop and I'll come over here and then I'll adjust it. For example, I'll pull it all the way up till I see the black, right? You see the black? And then I'll pull it down, pull it down, pull it down, pull it right there until, you know what I mean? Until I feel that it's perfect. And you can come over here and you can tweak the numbers one by one. You can tweak the specs. And then once you figure out the exact number that works for your video, then I go back to the generator. I turn it back to black. Unless you want colored Y bars, then I'll turn it back to black. After turning it back to black, I'll come over here to the clip where I added the actual letterbox effect, and I'll remove the letterbox effect because now I know the measurements, and then I'll add the measurements to both of those clips. So that's the quickest and easiest way to add Y bars to your video using Final Cut Pro. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Again, if you found this information useful, please hit that thumbs up button. Have a good day, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.